Hey guys, it's the Wasteland Girl Detective, and this week we are baking. In Studio 76, we like to make things, and this week we're making food. So from the official Fallout cookbook, we're gonna make Buffout, or as you can probably figure out, matcha cookies. So yeah, it all went fine. For sure it did. Here's the list of ingredients, and I'll list the ingredients on the screen as well as I go. We're gonna need not too many. Butter. What else am I pointing at? Flour. I can't have gluten, so mine's gluten-free flour. We also have matcha powder, almond flour, nutmeg, just so you can see it, some vanilla extract and almond extract, confectioner's sugar, and then one more thing that I'll bring down is salt. I'm using salted butter, so I just added the tiniest hint of salt. The recipe does call for unsalted butter, so then you would need to add more salt. But I don't roll like that. So you're gonna want a mixing bowl. Mine has cats and Christmas hats on it. What does yours have on it? Your next step is to soften butter. Mine didn't go the way I wanted it to. Thou shalt get sidetracked by a side quest. The laundry was done, and I let it soften in the microwave a little bit too long. It'll be fine. We're gonna add our confectioner's sugar, 1/2 cup, and then just combine those two ingredients together. Next, we're gonna add 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1/2 teaspoon of almond extract, 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. I'm using gluten-free flour. Because the recipe calls for almond flour, I think it's gonna be okay. And there goes my almond flour. We're adding 1/2 cup of almond flour. And of course, to give it that lovely green color, we're adding a tablespoon of matcha powder. I bought mine at a bulk barn, which I found way more cost effective because I didn't need very much almond flour or matcha powder. Also, for some reason, they labeled the almond flour bag and the green powder. I guess I'm just going off on faith that that's what it is because I ordered it for pickup. Anyways, way more cost effective than buying a whole bag from the grocery store of almond flour or matcha powder, at least for me. I also added just a couple shakes from the salt shaker. I didn't want to add too much because I used salted butter to be called for unsalted butter. Last ingredient is a 1/4 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. The recipe directions are a little bit light, so I just tried to treat it like any other cookie dough. And then you take a tablespoon at a time and you turn them into those little balls. Nice, all done. Then you throw them on a cookie sheet. You're gonna wanna put parchment paper down and then flour on top, and that'll help to keep them from sticking. Don't use non-stick cooking spray. The recipe says they'll spread otherwise because you're adding like extra fat. The recipe also didn't really say how much to flatten them, so I just flattened them a little bit and then cross-hatch them. There is definitely a bit of cracking. I'm not sure if that's because of the trouble I had with the butter or using the gluten-free flour, which was maybe led to a little bit of a drier dough, but we're gonna pop them in the oven at 325 I did them for 21 minutes. And there you have it. Buffout cookies are done. They actually came out a lot better than I thought they would. I'm not a big fan of green tea, but the texture was actually really nice. Very common for an almond flour-based cookie. Yeah, would I make them again? Probably not, but here they are. Thank you so much for watching. As always, the stream that was originally scheduled for next Sunday will actually be pushed to May 3rd. Somehow in my brain, I forgot that next week is Easter Sunday. So May 3rd will be the Twitch stream raising money for Stack Up, and I will have giveaways. I have some cute little Fallout tin signs that I picked up at Geek Fest last year. There will be a video drop next week, and I'll post details kind of middle of the week. That's it. That's all. Have a lovely Sunday, and I will see you next week.